Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everyone is doing well day or night whenever you tune in and see this. So, this is going to be a general reading for air sign Aquarius and water sign Pisces. And after the live, I will be posting timestamps for people who just want one or the other. All right, so it is a general reading and can cover anything like love, work, friends, family, health, money, abundance, etc. All right, so always take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind. So yeah, everyone is welcome here, whether you're a sun sign, Aquarius, rising in Aquarius, or have your moon in Aquarius, or you have Aquarius, of course, somewhere else in your chart. All right, so everybody is welcome. So we're going to be talking about a 4-week time period here. And I pulled all of your cards and even your letter charms ahead of time for you, Aquarius, just to save some time. Okay, so we will be getting into that in just a moment. I also wanted to say that I already took your picture that I post after the live is done. If you want to see all the cards together, more up close in detail, that will be provided for you. All you have to do after the live is click in the description box below and just follow the instructions on how to get to my Facebook page. So it's pretty easy. What else? Yes, all these readings are timeless, right? So for the Aquarius and the Pisces, it may resonate before or after the original time frame of September 29th through October 29th. Since time is fluid and relative and it's a general reading, it will be different for everybody. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here, Aquarius. Let's see. So let's start off by doing our little sound bell first of all, and then we'll get into it. So just be aware it will be a little loud for just a moment. All right. And if you want to, you can take a deep breath and just kind of chill out and relax. And we're going to tap and ground ourselves and get into the energy of Aquarius. All right. Okay. Aquarius. All right. Awesome. Okay. So let's go ahead and call out your cards. And let me turn that down. I'm so sorry. Hold on. For those of the people that are new, I just have music on for my dogs so they don't bark, and sometimes there is commercials. All right, so if I'm picking up my phone, I'm not paying attention. I'm just turning down the music. All right, but anyway, back to it, Chris. Let's go ahead and call out your first 4 main cards here and then get started. So you do have the Ace of Swords in the reverse position. You have the Hanged One, also known as the Hanged Man, in the right side up position. You have the Six of Staves or Six of Wands in the right side up position, and you have the Magician in the right side up position. All right, so now let's go ahead and call out the zodiac signs that we do see here in your reading as far as the major arcanas for some people who are interested in that. Okay, so you definitely have some Pisces energy here. You have Libra energy, and you have Sagittarius, Gemini energy. So what does that mean? It could be you're dealing with a Pisces, dealing with a Libra, dealing with a Gemini, Sagittarius, or you have a lot of those placements heavily in your chart of the other person that you're dealing with, multiple people, general environment situation. Also could be referencing the Pisces season, the Libra season, the Gemini or Sagittarius season of this year or last year or the upcoming one, right? So yeah, or it means nothing at all, but I just wanted to mention it while we were on it. All right. And then the other thing is, as far as your minor arcana, let's see how many show up in the majority. Okay. So is it all swords? Not all swords, but is it majority of swords, majority cups, majority wands, etc.? Okay. So you've got 2 swords, 2 wands, 1 pentacle, and 1 cup. Okay, so it seems like today everybody's getting a tie with their minor arcana so far. They're all different, of course, but so we got the two swords and the two wands. Okay, so they're pretty similar but a little different. They both can be the sword and the wand, either a tool or a weapon, right? To cut back items from your path or to build something, right? So to go fishing or to defend yourself if as a weapon, if we're talking about swords, right? But you could defend yourself with a wand just as much, right? So what is that underlying theme that could be here for some people in the reading? When we talk about wands, we're talking about fire sign energy, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with the fire element. We're talking about swords, we're talking about air sign, just like you, Aquarius, if your sun sign or rising sign or moon in Aquarius. But it can be also about Gemini energy. We did say we had Gemini over here, and also Libra. We have Libra over here, so you kind of have the other air signs here already, right? But when we're talking about the swords, we're talking about our crown chakra or mental health. So is my mental health okay? Is it not imbalanced? Is the other person's general environment situation? So that could be another underlying theme. All right, but let's go ahead and get started here, because I also wanted to talk about the placement of these first four cards and kind of how it may correspond with that, okay? So again, we're talking about from September 29th through October 29th. All right, so the first one could be from around September 29th through October 8th. The second one could be from around October 9th through October 15th. The third one could be from around October 16th through October 22nd. And the fourth one could be from around October 23rd through October 29th. So I'll mention the dates again when I'm on those cards, but I just wanted to give you, a heads up about it ahead of time. All right, so yeah, let's see what we start off here with Aquarius. We start off with your first card, which is, again, the end of September, the first week of October or so, right? And so we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse position, all right? So this is really your only energetic blockage or gentle reminder or challenge that I see here in your reading. Okay, so when the Ace of Swords is in the reverse position, it could be that there's not enough mental clarity somewhere. It could also be that there is an ending, a new beginning that is either put on hold, is straight up didn't happen, or isn't well received in some way. Okay, it could also be for some, when we talk about aces, that those are our innate gifts. So it could be that you're feeling, or the other person or general environment is feeling not as strong in their natural talents or gifts as they normally would during this time period. Now, when I've been seeing some of the energetic blockages for these readings from September 29th through October 29th, they do happen to be in the first or second week, okay? Because again, on October 2nd, Mercury is going direct. Then on October 8th, which is still in this first card, first week, Pluto is going direct, okay? And then throughout the rest of the month, we have 3 other planets that are also going direct. So when we're talking about mental clarity, and we're talking about communication being muddled, right? That Ace of Swords in the reverse position certainly can make sense when, sorry, not Pluto, when Mercury is still in retrograde, right? So even though it stops and starts slowly going forward on October 2nd, it can take some time. There is the post shadow, and everybody can feel it more or less a little bit differently, okay? So again, the fact that I see a little bit of an energetic blockage here is not like a huge deal. It does kind of coincide with some of the astrology of this time period, okay? But let's, put all that aside and kind of dig in a little bit deeper. This is where Spirit wanted me to talk to you about what's on the top and the bottom of your deck here, all right? So this is past energy and will be different for everyone, right? So it could be a couple of days ago, weeks, months, years, etc. But these two cards kind of made it possible for this Eight of Swords in the reverse position to come out here for you, Aquarius, okay? Let me look at what we have again. Okay, so we have on the top of your deck on the top of your deck, we have the Five of Swords in reverse. And on the bottom of your deck, we have the Six of Wands in the reverse position. Okay, so one of these reversals is good, right? So this one would be a good reversal. So in the past, it looks like somebody or someone or you or the general environment situation was starting to act more in the present moment. When the card is right side up, somebody or some energy is not acting in the present moment enough. They're too worried about the past or the future, or both of those things. So here, when it's reversed, somebody's starting to come more, or this energy is starting to come more in the present moment, and also not competing as much with others, okay? Now, over on this side, with that Six of Wands in the reverse position, it could be there was a celebration put on hold. Now, this totally makes sense, or a supportive energy that is not there, or it was lacking, or you weren't feeling it, or the other person wasn't feeling it, or the environment wasn't feeling it. This makes sense with that Six of Swords in reverse. Because remember how I said the aces represent endings and new beginnings, and it was either put on hold, wasn't well received, or straight up didn't happen. Well, then if you're going to celebrate an ending or new beginning and it doesn't happen, then the other one isn't going to happen either, right? So that kind of really does make sense here as far as the past energy, Aquarius. Okay, so it is just a little bit blockage or challenge. Gentle reminders, I like to say, but it's nothing to worry about, because the rest of your cards here are extremely positive, and the energy starts moving and making a little bit more sense. Okay, for you, again, for the other person, general environment situation. Sorry, I was trying to figure out where my phone was. I was like, it's quiet. Oops, opening the wrong apps. I just want the music a little bit. Okay. All right. So Aquarius, let's go ahead and move to your second card here. And this is the second week. So this could be from around October 9th through October 15th or so. All right. But you have that Pisces energy with the Hanged One, or the Hanged Man as it's known, in the right side up position. So this is really nice to see, especially following that Ace of Swords, right, in reverse. So you go from the Ace of Swords in reverse to now the Hanged One, or the Hanged Man. So now you are, or the other person, multiple people, general environment situation, are starting to see things from a different perspective, are starting to want to get that fresh start energy. So instead of a man or woman upside down, we see the baby fetus upside down, right? And so it's like looking at the world from a fresh start energy, almost like you're a child. You're seeing things for the first time. You're seeing things, or the other person is seeing things, or the general environment energy is seeing things from this fresh start energy, okay? So that's really beautiful to see, okay? And again, this is during October 9th through the 15th or so. That's what I was saying. And I just want to look back at the astrology notes. During that time, we have the full moon in Aries on October 9th. We have Mercury entering Libra. Okay, that makes sense as well, because you have Libra energy underneath it, which we'll talk about. Then we also, well, no, that's for the other ones. Okay, so we'll just stay there. All right, so let's kind of find out, again, what made this card possible, what made this new perspective, fresh start energy possible. All right, so we're going to go back in time a little bit. Again, we're going to talk about the past. Okay, so what we have is the Judgment card came up on the right side up position on the top of your deck, and the Queen of Sacred Circles, or Queen of Pentacles, came up in the right side up position on the bottom of your deck. And again, we're talking about it with the Hanged Man, or Hanged One, in the right side up position. So it looks like here in the past, for some of you guys, Aquarius, there could have been, yes, excellent. Could have been some type of judgment or ruling, a final decision about something. It could be related to legal matters in the past, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. But it's like, do I want to revisit something, rework something, or do I want to release it? Okay. But I feel like if there was a judgment made in the past, that it went in your favor, okay, or the other person's favor, general environment situation, okay, because the negative, or not negative, the lower vibrational frequency energy of the Judgment card is if there was a judgment that didn't go in someone's favor, if someone decided to leave something behind, leave someone behind, etc., that she can have this self-sabotaging energy at the top of the card, where you see her punching the mirror image of herself. But I don't feel it that way for you, Aquarius, because also the card that came after it, oh, it goes this way. All right, because then you had the Queen of Sacred Circles in the right side up position. So it made me feel like that this was Again, a judgment or decision that went in your favor, the other person's favor, general environment situation favor, because then we have the queen energy, and it's the queen of pentacles. So it could be money, right? We're talking about coins, pentacles, sacred circles. It could be wealth, it could be abundance, whatever it is you want to manifest in your life or them, etc. Right? But also, it is a very nurturing energy. Out of all the queens, she can be kind of more the nurturing one. And we see her here as this Native American grandmother figure. We have the full moon in the background, right? I did say the second card was actually lining up with that full moon in Aries on October 9th, I believe. Okay. So that's interesting too. But even though this is a past energy, and it could be past full moons, right? Or, yeah, past full moons, however back you want to go. But it's really talking about the energy of the full moon, culmination energy, and also with the queen, right? So for the queens or the feminine royal energy of the tarot, right? It would go princess and then queen, right? So this is the highest level. Okay, so it looks like here in the past, again, Aquarius, that there could have been some kind of ruling or judgment or final decision made that went in your favor or the other person's favor, what have you. And it brought this nurturing energy, or it brought something to completion, to its full, the fullest height of the energy that it was going to go to. And this, okay, again, made it possible for the hanged one or the hanged man to come out, to see something from a new perspective, right? To see something with fresh eyes and fresh start energy. Okay, so that's really beautiful. All right, now I'm so excited because actually you have a repeating card here, Aquarius. So when that happens, it is, very rare, and it's an extra message from spirit. Okay, so I'm about to show it to you. One of them is in reverse in the past. The other one is in the future, current, present energies, possibilities, and it's right side up. So if we look at these two cards just by themselves, you can see by that third week this transformation, this progress. Okay, so where before, Aquarius, in the past, where you weren't feeling enough support or you weren't able to celebrate something or get in that celebratory happy energy, right? It looks like here by that third week, around October 16th through the 22nd, possibly, now you're going to have it. Okay. And also, we're talking about fire sign energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius can be health stuff for some, because we're talking about staves or wands. So maybe there's better health at this point if you were feeling under the weather, or someone else was, or if you're dealing with chronic issues, maybe now you're not having as much flare-ups, or however it may resonate with you, if it does, about the health stuff. Okay. But this is so great, because who doesn't want support, and who doesn't want like a celebratory type of energy? Okay. And it also, you start off your reading here with, just to go back a little bit, that Ace of Swords in reverse, the energetic blockage. Then you go to the Hanged Man, and then you go to Six of Staves. So it's almost like the energy was completely blocked or slowed down in the beginning of the reading, right? When we were waiting for the Mercury retrograde to end, waiting for Pluto to go direct. Okay. And then the energy starts picking up with the Hanged Man. And then over here, it's going super fast with the Six of Wands or Six of Staves, right? That guy's on his chariot and he's riding forward fast. Okay. So it's like, okay, by the third week, the energy definitely is picking up speed, and there's more progress and momentum here. All right. Let's keep going though, Aquarius. So then when we get to your fourth week here, and I said this could be from around October 23rd through the 29th, a little bit before, a little bit after, what have you, we have the Magician in the right side up position. So we have a little bit of Sagittarius and Gemini energy here. Okay, but this is so beautiful, especially after, that Six of Staves or Six of Wands. Okay, so when you get the support, when you start feeling a little happier, wanting to celebrate something, then you're able to manifest whatever it is you want to manifest, or the other person is, or the general environment situation. Or if you're not manifesting something necessarily, it could also be that when you have, again, that support backing you, and support from your support system, right? Friends, family, romantic, lover, partner, etc., mental health care worker, whatever it is. Then if you're not necessarily manifesting something, you could start feeling like you have everything that you need. If you look on the table, on the Magician, he has all the minor arcana, right? He's got the the swords. I don't know what that was. He's got the swords, the wands, the cups, and the pentacles. He has everything. Okay. So having that feeling of now I can finally, not necessarily rest, but kind of that's what I'm aiming at. Now I can finally take a breath of fresh air and feel like, okay, again, maybe I'm not necessarily ready to manifest something. If I want to, I can, right? Because I have the power and I have the confidence and I have all the tools that I need. Okay, so that's so beautiful. Okay, Aquarius, I love to see it. And my moon is in Aquarius. Okay, so I recently found out I had it opposite for a couple of years, guys. I thought my moon was in Cancer, and that I was Aquarius rising. It's the opposite way. I'm Cancer rising and Aquarius moon. But anyway, side note. But so this is so beautiful though, Aquarius. So let's also talk about, we're not done yet, your other tarot card over here. This is your tarot confirmation card with the other deck, right? So it's going to come in here and confirm all 4 cards, all 4 weeks that we were kind of talking about. Okay, so this is past and future energy. So it necessarily hasn't been set in stone. None of this has, right? This is the energy we're picking up as of today. But it is in the positive position, and it's just so beautiful. All right, so let's show you what you got. You got the King of Cups, Aquarius, okay? So this is, again, if we put it kind of side by side, your Queen of Sacred Circles that was from the past, right? So you have royalty energy, okay? You have leveling up energy, leveling up in some area of your life or multiple areas of your life, or the other person is leveling up in some area of your life or multiple areas of their life, etc., right? But he also, when we talk about cups, is emotions, right? So he knows what makes him emotionally fulfilled and happy, what his emotional boundaries are. He's sitting on his throne. He's got support, right? When people say, I got your back, like that's like a chair, right? When you lean back in your chair, I got your back. That's his support on the throne, okay? And he also has a dog behind him. So that's loyalty, okay? The dog represents loyalty. So there could be more loyalty, with this energy as well. There's more loyalty of people supporting you, being, I'm trying to think of the right word, being more firm in your own emotions and what you want and what you don't want. Okay, they could be like, yeah, do that, right? Why wouldn't your team support you if it's something positive and you're affirming like what you need and what you don't want? Okay, but again, a lot of supportive energy, a lot of abundant energy in general. Even though he's a cups, he's not a pentacle. It doesn't matter. It's still abundant. It is still for momentum and progress and fast moving energy. And so that's really nice to see, Aquarius. I love to see it, and so I'm so looking forward to what you guys maybe say in the comments in the future and see how things play out. If you want to share, you don't have to. All right, but before you go, we also have your oracle card and we have your letter charms. And this time I'm so excited. It spelled a couple different names, okay, and words. So the last couple of letter charms were just all like either people's initials or acronyms, or I just didn't understand it, right? Which happens, and sometimes we don't know until later. But these guys actually spelled out a couple things, so I'm excited to show you. All right, but first let's do your oracle card here. So Aquarius for this time period and even beyond, right? This is from the Rebecca Campbell deck. The name of the card is Sisterhood of the Rose, and there's all these women. They kind of look like very holy. One has a halo over her head, right? But it says beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. Okay, so pretty. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right, so when this comes in here and it's talking about priestess, mystic, teacher, okay, that definitely goes with the magician, your last card in the reading, right? I mean, before your confirmation card, of course. But look at that, right? He could be a priest or a priestess. He could be a teacher. He could be, what else did it say? Mystic, of course, right? And beauty and devotion, okay? Now, the beauty and devotion part could definitely be that Libra energy that we had over here that was kind of going in the second week. And I believe that's when, let me double check. Where is it? Okay, just kidding. Oh no, I was right. Okay. So on October 10th, Mercury enters into Libra, right? So by October 10th, Mercury is going direct and now it's in Libra energy. So there could be more Libra themes like beauty and devotion because Libra is ruled by Venus. Okay. So that's kind of another little kind of interesting part there. But I just really like the energy of the card, Aquarius, right? Maybe it's saying have more beauty and devotion to yourself first, number one, and then you can spread it outwards if you want. Be your own priest or priestess, right? Be your own mystic teacher, all those things. So that's so pretty. So cool. All right, so let's get to your letter charms, okay? So I'm gonna look at my phone because I actually took pictures of the different words and stuff. Oh wait, I already wrote it down. I don't need to look at my phone. Look at that. Okay, I was kind of organized, y'all. All right. So, I pull these charms from this bag. I shake it up. I do the same thing when I'm shuffling the cards. And if you've seen me before, or if you stick around for the Pisces part of this reading, you'll see it. Okay. But yes, so let me go ahead and tell you some of the words that came out or some of the acronyms that came out for your letter charms for this time period. Okay, so you got the word say, S-A-Y. Okay, so do you need to say something? Is someone going to say something to you? It's kind of out there, but we just put it together. Okay, we also had SAT, right? So that could be if you're taking that test and you're in school, the SATs. It could also be, Saturday, right? It could be Saturday. Maybe it's importance at some point and during these 4 weeks, or the SATs if you're younger and you're doing the SATs, right? We also had SAP, so like sap, I guess. Sap from a tree. I have no idea. What does that mean, right? So that's the almost the blood of the tree, people say sometimes, but it has all that nutrients in it. Okay, then we had SAV, which is not really a word, but it made me think of like save, even though we didn't have the E, but what have you. There could be an acronym for something that around SAV for somebody. Then we had tap. Okay, so tap into what is what I wrote down. So TAP. Then we had VAP, which isn't, again, a word or an acronym that I know of, but it made me think of like being superficial. Like, are you, or is the other person or general environment like being vapid? What is it, vapid? No, vapid is different. Vapid is like, well, kind of, I guess you could be like more vapid would be like in the air energy or kind of out of it or superficial for some, depending on how you take it. But again, this is all just really cool with the charms and interesting. But let's keep going. And then we had Pat, which is a name, right? P-A-T. And then we had Patsy, okay, which was really interesting. So you could know a Patsy or meet a Patsy or know a Pat, what have you, or this name sticks out, or it's something of an artist you like, or lots of different combinations, right? And then the last one I got, which was really cool, I believe it's an Indian translation of one part of a word, but I got VATSY. So when I looked it up, wait, I do have to look at my phone. It was like a place in India. Hold on, where are my photos? Maybe it won't show me now. Where is it? Well, anyway, it was like part of the word. VATSY was a place in India, and then I think it was ANNA, something like that. Okay, but the name, right, in one of the Indian languages here, I believe it's Indian. I could be wrong, but Google translated to provisioned. Okay, so that was really interesting. It says Malagasy is the language Malagasy. Malagasy. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Okay, so I thought it was Indian, but if it's wrong, please forgive me. Okay, it could be Asian. It's either Indian. Well, India is East Asian. So anyway, whatever it is, I was like, okay, so what does provision mean, right? So maybe you are providing some type of nutrients or substance for someone, and that goes back to the sap thing, right? The sap from the tree. I thought that was interesting. What else did it say? Hold on, there was one more thing before Pisces. Okay, so I just put thing for provision, right? So it says the act or process of providing The fact or state of being prepared beforehand, a measure taken beforehand to deal with a need or contingency. Preparation, made provision for replacements, a stock of needed materials or supplies was restocked. Provisions. Okay. Then it also says supply with food, drink, or equipment, especially for a journey. Okay, so anyway, I just thought that was so cool. I was like, all right. So I want to show you the charms exactly to how they came out originally before I started trying to tell stuff. Go back to photos and find it. Okay, so let's see. That was from the last reading. Maybe I didn't save it. Okay, well, just kidding. I'll just show you them 2 by 2 anyway, so you can come up with your own combinations if you want to, or what they may mean to you, right? So we got P and T. We got SY. Okay. And we got AV. All right. So those were your letter charms for this time period. All right. So thank you much. Thank you guys so much for your energy, for your likes and shares and subscriptions. All great free ways to support the channel. So if you haven't already subscribed and you want to, it is free. As long as you have a YouTube email, it just notifies you when I put out new videos. And there's a subscribe button on the bottom right. What else? Yeah, if you like the video, it helps share it more with others because of YouTube's algorithms and all that. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I will be posting the photo too of all of this after the live is done. So if you want to check that out again, all you have to do is go in the description box below and follow it to my Facebook page. All right, so now it's around 31, 32 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to Pisces. I'm just making a mental note for myself, for later when I do the timestamps. Okay. I just want a little. Okay. Let me close the door with it. This is why I put music on, guys. The chihuahuas. The chihuahua dogs. Okay. So let's go ahead and let these cards charge with the crystals a little bit, and then we'll start shuffling and switch over to Pisces. You just let yourself back in. I thought I locked you out. Better behave. Better behave, you guys. Y'all better behave. Okay. So let's throw these in here. So anyway, I hope everyone is doing well, right? Whenever you tune in. And we'll do a sound bell too to release the Aquarius energy and welcome into Pisces and kind of refocus, regroup, all that good stuff. Yeah, let's actually do that right now for a moment. All right. So if you want, you can take a deep breath and kind of just tune into the energy. It will be loud for a little bit. Hopefully it won't be too much bothering you guys if you're listening with headphones or something like that. All right, so it'll just be for a moment. But yeah, let's go ahead and ground, release the energy of Aquarius, and welcome in the Pisces energy. All right. Sorry guys, the commercial went off right when I was doing that. I was like, why? But that's okay. Hopefully we still got a little bit of that nice sound bell and got some of the energy. All right, so let's go ahead and do some shuffles for Pisces. Water sign, Pisces, the twin fish. All right. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Messages for Pisces. Spirits guide my hands. For September 29th through October 29th, Pisces. I keep saying October before September. Okay, I got it. All right, messages for Pisces, water sign, Pisces, twin fish. October, there we go. November, Jesus. Pisces, okay, I won't do that again. We're going to do shuffles anyway. What happened? Okay. Messages for Pisces for September 29th through October 29th, Pisces. Okay. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for water sign, Pisces, the twin fish. For September 29th through October 29th, what do they need to see? What do they need to know? Pisces. Spirits guide my hands. 3 more cards, please. Pisces. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for water sign, Pisces. For October 29th through September 29th, Pisces. Messages for Pisces. For their highest vibration. For October 29th, God damn it. Sorry. For September 29th through October 29th, Pisces. Messages for Pisces. All right. So let's confirm with Spirit real quickly how they want these cards, and then we will get the top and the bottom, and then move to the next deck and all that good stuff. So just give me a moment here. All right. Okay, so they want it right side up. Let me do the top and the bottom. So here. And let me just confirm real quickly that they want these both reversed, and then we'll figure out later where they go. Okay. And Spirit, so you want the 2 swords in the reverse position. Okay, so they want that, so I'm actually just going to put them right there. So we have room for the next deck of cards. And the music. Spirit guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces. So I can get hold. Okay. For September 29th through October 29th, Pisces. Messages for water sign Pisces. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Alright, maybe one more. Messages for water sign Pisces. September 29th through October 29th, Pisces. One card only, please, Spirits. Messages for Pisces. What do they need to see? What do they need to know for their highest vibration? September 29th through October 29th, Pisces. Alright. Let me double check. Spirits, do you want the Queen of Pentacles? Okay, so they do want that one. So we do the same thing. We take the top and the bottom. Here. Okay, let me confirm real quickly how they want these guys to. All right. So let me just figure out kind of where they want these. Huh. Maybe like this. Let me double check. Hold on. Seriously, let me talk. Okay, so they want that one. Let's double check this one real quick. cards in the reverse position when I talk about no. Oh. Okay. Oh, that hasn't happened in a while. I think they all want this one. I want to make sure. Yeah, they want it there. Wow, that's cool. All right. Very interesting. Okay, let's not forget the oracle card, and then we'll do the little letter chimes, and then we'll get started. All right, so messages for person Aquarius. Was I saying Pisces earlier? Oh my God, I was. Wait a minute. No, we already did Aquarius. I'm right? Oh my gosh, that's why I can't. We did Aquarius, we're on Pisces. Because I was saying Pisces, then I got confused, like, okay. I think I'm good. I just had a second. Okay. All right. Messages for Pisces, the twin fish, for September 29th through October 29th. All right. One card only, please, spirits. Messages for Pisces. What do we need to see? What do we need to know? Messages for Pisces. All right. Let's double check. Okay. I said yes. All right. Very good. Let's keep going to our letter charms. All right. Because I know when I was pulling these, I was saying Pisces. Pretty sure it was. I don't know. Anyway. More coffee. Okay. That's what, yeah. Let's have a little sip there. Okay. It's all good, though. It's all the way it's supposed to be. That's what Spirit wants. All right. Just making sure we're on the same page. Okay. So letter charms for water sign Pisces, the twin fish, for September 29th through October 29th. 6 charms, please. Messages for Pisces. Messages for Pisces for October 29th through September 29th, September 29th through October 29th. Okay, so got 2 more. Those ones kind of just fell out. Alright, so messages for Pisces, letter charm, messages for Pisces, October 29th, September 29th, September 29th. Okay, one more. Messages for letter charm, messages for Pisces, October 29th through September 29th. Alright. So we got those. I just want to see real quickly if we spell any words. Not really. Look like just acronyms or initials. Okay. Anyway, we'll do that more when we get to that point, because if I keep playing with them, I'm going to get behind in time. So let me go and take a photo of all of this real quickly so we can have that for Pisces. Okay. Hermes, are you sitting right under my chair? Okay. I'm going to do it this way because it went longer like that. You're a good boy. It's okay. Okay. So we got our photo. Did it take? Yes. Okay. All right. Now let's see what time we're at. We're at 44 minutes. All right. So I will note that in my head for when we're doing the timestamps of like after we did all the shuffling for Pisces, and now we're going to get started. Okay. So, Pisces, if you're just tuning in, right, for the people who are coming in, we're just doing the timestamps later, is a general reading, can cover anything like love, work, friends, family, health, money, etc. Right? It is a timeless reading, meaning it can resonate before, after September 29th through October 29th. All right. So we're going to cover this 4-week time period. So each one of these 4 cards at the top is going to be corresponding to a week or so time period, right? And then we're going to do the top and the bottom of each deck where Spirit wanted me to talk about all in this 3rd week, but we will do that. And then at the very end, we have, of course, your tarot confirmation card, your oracle card, and your letter charms, okay? All right. So Pisces, let's see what we have for you here. We have, let's go ahead and call out your first 4 cards. We have the Tower in the right side up position. We have Princess of Staves or Princess of Wands in the right side up position. We have 4 of Staves or 4 of Wands in the right side up position. And we have the Magician in the right side up position. So that's really cool. Aquarius have that too in that same position. So usually, right, if you are sun sign Pisces, rising Pisces, have your moon in Pisces, but more of the sun signs is that you're going to share a lot of stuff in your chart with the sign before, which would be Aquarius, okay, and then also Aries, if you're a sun sign Pisces. So it's interesting sometimes when we're doing each sign, how sometimes they'll have a little bit of something maybe hinting back at the last one or the one coming up. But anyway, side note, let's go ahead and call out your zodiac signs that we see here for you Pisces as far as your major arcana. Okay, so we have Scorpio energy, we have Gemini, Sagittarius energy, and we have your official card down here in the past position. So we have Pisces energy. So what does that mean? It means you could be dealing with another Pisces, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, you could be dealing with a Gemini or a Sagittarius, or you have a lot of those placements heavily in your birth chart or the other person does, or it's referencing a time period. So Scorpio season, Gemini, Sagittarius season, Pisces season of this year, this current year, this year, this current year is the same, or last year, or the year ahead. All right, so just keep that in mind, or it doesn't necessarily have to resonate at all, but I like to call it out in the beginning when we're, I'm thinking about it. Okay, so now let's look at real quickly the minor arcana. How many is the most dominant one in the minor arcana? Okay, so let's see. We've got 2 swords, 2 wands, 2 pentacles. So you have like a triple tie. Some of the other signs, Pisces, were having a double tie. Okay, so yours is tying between the wands, the pentacles, and the swords. Okay, so what does that mean? For some people, it can be an underlying. Okay, so when we're talking about pentacles, we're talking about money and wealth, of course. We're also talking about values, like how's my time being valued? Am I being valued? Is the other person being valued? Etc. Vice versa. Okay, for the pentacle, earth sign energy. Then when we're talking about wands, fire sign energy, we're talking about our defenses. Are my defenses too high? Or are they too low? Am I being a bully? Am I being a victim? Or am I just like in the balance in the middle? And wands can also deal with health stuff, good health or bad health, right? And then with the swords, we're talking about air sign energy. So we could be talking about also our logical mind, our mental health. So is my mental health good? Is it bad? Is it balanced? Is it, what is it? Okay. So that's our logical mind, our crown chakra when we're talking about the sword. So again, those could be some underlying themes like showing up here and as well, Pisces, along with the rest of your reading. But let's go back to, going in order here with your first 4 weeks. So the first card can be from around September 29th through October 8th. The second card can be from around October 9th through October 15th. The third card can be from around October 16th through October 22nd. And the fourth card can be from around October 23rd through October 29th. And of course, can be a little bit before, a little bit after. When we're on each one, I'll kind of say the dates again, for some people if they really want to hear that, okay? But always take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind, right? And also forgot to say in the beginning of the reading that everybody's welcome, right? Even if you're not a sun sign Pisces, rising Pisces, or have your moon in Pisces, everyone has Pisces somewhere in their chart, okay? So everybody's welcome. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it here though, Pisces. We start off with your first card being the Tower in the right side up position. So this can be about some kind of shocking change. It can be a big change, it can be a bad change, it could be a good change or a bad one, right? A big or small. But what is really going on is that shocking kind of energy, the tearing down of something all the way to its foundation, so then it can be rebuilt up, okay? So when we see that lightning hitting the top of the tower, that's our crown chakra, our logical mind. So the tower doesn't always have to be scary, right? It can just be, again, kind of surprising or shocking, but it doesn't necessarily have to be bad, okay? So it can be when this tower energy comes in here, Pisces, again, whether this is you yourself or someone you're dealing with, a general environment, it can represent spiritual downloads. It can represent revelations. It can represent enlightenment, right? So, oh, now I see what I need to do. Oh, and now I see what this situation requires. It doesn't require, what have you. Okay, so it's again that breaking down of stuff, so then it can be rebuilt up from the foundation up in the new way. Okay, the better way, right? The way that life is making it go. Because, like I said for other people before, that if you get the Tower card and it's in the reverse position, I can't remember what sign it was now, and they're resisting the change, that the universe is going to make you have that change, whether you want it or not. Okay, so it's going to come in, however eventually, so it's best to kind of lean into it. So here, when it's in the right side up position, I feel like you could be leaning more into that change, but it would be different for everybody. Okay, so again, kind of Scorpio energy here. Now, when we talk about the Scorpio energy that's in the tower in this first week, we're saying that since this could be from around September 29th through August 8th, on August 8th, Pluto goes direct. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, 8th house, right? So, there could be referencing something here with your 8th house, right? Or it could be referencing an actual Scorpio, or just the general qualities of the card that I kind of just listed, okay? But based on the rest of your cards here, Pisces, this change looks like it's going to be really good, okay? Again, even if it's shocking or surprising, because your next three cards and even your tarot confirmation card at the end are all in really good positive positions. Shows a lot of progress and forward momentum and good changes coming up, okay? So let's keep going and see what else comes out, Pisces. So now we're talking about your second week here, your second card, which could be from around October 9th through October 15th, right? But we have the can't talk today, sorry. So priestess, but it's the Princess of Staves, or Princess of Wands as she's known, right? Or Daughters of Wands, Daughters of Staves. So this is Sagittarius energy here a little bit, but this shows someone that is really confident, right? She's like, okay, I'm going to eventually become a queen. So how can I step into my power? How can I step into my authority? So if it's not necessarily about job stuff where you would be telling people what to do or delegating tasks or in a position of authority, it can just be about your own power, your own confidence, right? So how can I learn to be more in my power? How can I learn to be more confident? Okay. And also she's got this dog with her though. So that's really nice to see too, especially following the tower. So through these positive changes, hopefully, or they're going to come out positive on the other side, there's a lot of loyalty around these changes here, Pisces. So your support system, your friends, your family, your romantic lover, partners, whatever, your mental health care worker, all those things want to support you through these changes, and they're there to kind of have your back. So that's really nice, okay? Now, also, this princess or priestess or whatever I was calling her earlier of staves or wands, she also is always open to learning new things. She isn't necessarily set in her ways, which makes her more abundant as well. Okay, if we're talking about money or wealth or love or health, any of those things, right? So she's like open to learning still. So that's always good, right? We should always try to be open to learning something new. All right, let's keep going, Pisces, because it's so nice over here. Okay, it feels really nice over here. I just have to say. All right, so now we get to your third card, your third week, which could be from around October 16th through October 22nd. All right, and we have the Four of Staves or the Four of Wands. Okay, and this is a really nice celebratory energy. It's about sacred unions. Okay, so here you can see these two Egyptian people. Hopefully, you can see. Let me just come closer. All right. And so they're talking to each other. They're being really vulnerable. There's a party. We don't know if there's other people in the room, but to them, it feels like they're the only two people in the room, right? They got the wine and the cheese up there in the front. Okay. But they're having a deep conversation. So when we talk about higher vibrational unions, right, of course, it can be romantic, it can be work partnerships, it can be with friends or family, or even union of different parts of yourself coming together. But there is this vulnerability, this comfortability, and the celebratory energy here. Okay, so yeah, who wouldn't want that? That's beautiful, Pisces. Now, it's really interesting if you were watching the shuffling, even if you weren't, that's okay. Right here, this is where Spirit wants all of your past stuff to talk about with this Four of Staves. So whatever this union is, okay, and it could be multiple ones, right? It could be work, it could be lover, it could be friends and family, or it could be all that, whatever it is. It looks like there was a lot of work to get to this point, but it's definitely worth it. Okay, so we're going to start with the first two at the top here. All right, so this is past energy, whatever that means for you. Could be a couple of days ago, weeks, months, years, etc. That kind of made it possible for the Four of Staves or Four of Wands to come out. So what we have on the top of your deck is the Ace of Pentacles in the right side up position. And then over here, really interestingly, we have that Three of Swords in the right side up position as well on the bottom of your deck. Okay, so it looks like here in the past, Pisces, even though you were supported by your gifts, right? When we're talking about aces, your natural talents and gifts, even you were feeling more abundant in the past in your life in some way, there was still pain and hurt and heartache or betrayal or just mental exhaustion in the past. But it's like this Three of Swords acts as a catalyst, okay, when you put it together with that Ace of Pentacles, right? So if those things were happening, then over here on this side, even though, you know, one's of the other doesn't matter, it's like, okay, how can I use my gifts? How can I use these endings and new beginnings? How can I use my wealth and my abundance and what I want in my life to let these things go, to get to this point, right? Because remember, this is past and this is future, current, present energies. Okay, so I really feel like that Three of Swords was a catalyst card here for you in the past. Now let's go even further back or in the same past position, right? Because they're both past, whatever that means for you. But over here in this deck, okay, very interesting. We have the Moon. That's your official card, Pisces, right? Which is in the top of the deck. And then we have the Two of Swords in the reverse position on the bottom of your deck, okay? So it could have been in the past, Pisces, here you were feeling more like yourself, okay? You were in your element in some way, perhaps for some of you guys. Or again, it could reference another Pisces or Pisces season or something like that. But I feel like it's generally more like you were feeling more in your element in some way, possibly with your emotions, right? Your water sign, Pisces, the water in tarot represents our emotions. And then over here, this is such a beautiful reversal. And I feel like it goes with the Three of Swords. It's right under the Three of Swords, the one I just showed you too. It's like when you let go of the past hurt, heartache, betrayal, mental exhaustion, then with the Two of Swords, you or another person or both people, general environment, situation can now integrate, can now make a decision. When she's right side up, she hasn't made a decision yet. She's trying to integrate her heart chakra, right? The emotions, the water behind her, with her logical mind, her crown, her swords, okay? But here in the reverse, in the past, someone did it, right? Because of this past pain, right? So, you know, I don't know what the saying is per se, but when we have those really hard lessons in life, right, it's usually for a reason, okay? But that Three of Swords is in the past, okay? And then it leads to, again, I mean, both of these, like opening up the heart chakra, letting go of the pain and hurt and mental exhaustion, to have in the middle here that Four of Staves or Four of Wands, that sacred union, higher vibrational frequency, the comfortability, the vulnerability, the celebratory energy with a romantic partner, with a work partnership, with friends or family, or different parts of yourself, with self-love. But it's really beautiful, Pisces. So let's keep going, though. Hey, hold on one second. You better stop. Shh. Behave. All right, let me turn my music up a little bit so they hopefully chill out. All right. So Pisces, let's get into your fourth card here, and now we're talking about your fourth week. Okay. So we said this could be from around October 23rd through October 29th, and you have the Magician. So we have Gemini and Sagittarius energy here, not their official card, but it's still kind of present, right? But look at that. He's a manifester, right? He's got the infinity symbol over his head. His magic is timeless. So is yours, right? He has all the tools that he needs. Not only is he confident, he has all the minor arcana on his table. Okay, he's got the wands, he's got the swords, the pentacles, the cups, all of it. Okay, so he is manifesting, right? And when I say he, it's just the way the card is depicted. It's not talking about gender or labels or anything. It's just the way the card is. Okay, so I really feel, Pisces, here that like the second week, the third week, the fourth week, it looks so nice. You know, you start off with a little bit of energetic blockage, maybe something shocking and surprising, some kind of change, big change, small change, but then it leads to all this beautiful stuff here. So looks really good so far. But let's also talk about your tarot confirmation card real quickly before we keep going forward. So this tarot confirmation card is going to come in and confirm all four cards, all 4 weeks, and it's a combination of past and future energies, okay? And what do we have? We have the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Talk about abundance, right? Talk about earth sign energy, right? So it could be talking about, could be talking about Taurus, could be talking about Capricorn, it doesn't have to be, right? She is very nurturing, right? We say out of all the queens, possibly she's the most nurturing one, or she has that ability to seem a little bit softer than maybe some of the other queens in the tarot. But she's fully supported, right? She's sitting on her throne. Her team has her back, so she can manifest whatever it is she wants to in her life. Okay, so yeah, I feel that Pisces with that Queen of Pentacles coming in here, that's like spirit being like, you know, if you want to continue on this really positive pathway, just know that it's coming up and you are a manifester, right? You are in control of your life. Okay, not control of everything, right? Not control of necessarily what happens, but we control our reactions to how things happen. Okay, but this is so positive. Okay, I really like this here for you, Pisces, and I hope you guys will let me know how it goes in the comments down below if you want to. But let's go ahead and also talk about your not your tarot, sorry, your oracle card before you leave, and also your letter charms. Okay. So the one you got for this time period or even beyond is called Pillar of Light, and it said your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Oh my God, that is such a magician thing. It says you are the oracle. You are the oracle. What? You are the tarot cards. What? Yes. Okay, that is so beautiful. Raise the vibration, right? And it's not just about that partnership that's higher vibrational, right? It's also you here with that Princess of Wands or Princess of Staves and the Magician. Okay. Right? And then, yeah, the union is higher vibrational too. It's all like high vibe. I love it. Okay. All right, Pisces. So let's get to your letter charms. So these letter charms are something new I'm just trying out for the readings I've been doing here. So sometimes they can be somebody's initials. It can be something that sticks out to you during this time period. It might not necessarily make sense right now, but if you save the photo that I took that I'll post after this video, you can always look at it later and then be like, oh, maybe that's what that meant or whatever, okay? But yeah, basically I've been pulling 6 little letter charms for each sign, okay? So the only real, acronym that I recognized was TEC, so tech, right? So technology, right? Technician, I don't know, but that's really, you don't get all the vowels, right? So like I said, it's hard to um, excuse me, to have, let's just say, like the last one for Aquarius had a couple names and a couple words, but as it doesn't always happen. Okay, so the first 2, you got TE, or it could be ET. Oh my God, extraterrestrial. Okay, maybe for somebody. They're into that kind of stuff. Okay, then you got CR or RC. Okay, but there's so many different combinations. Obviously, you can put these, but remember the one I saw was TEC, was tech, so technician, technology, and then I got ET, so who knows what that means. All right, then we got YQ or QY. So yeah, there's a couple of different combinations you can come up here with that may make sense to you later on or make sense right now. Who knows? All right. So thank you so much, guys, as always, for your energy, for your views, for your likes and subscriptions, which are all great free ways to support the channel here. So if you haven't already subscribed and you want to, all you have to do is click the subscribe button on the bottom right. And as long as you have a YouTube email address, it's free and it just notifies you when I put out new videos. And if you like this video, it also helps share it with others according to YouTube's algorithm. So that's fun too. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and then for the photo, if you want the photo, I'll be posting in a few moments in the description box below. All you have to do is follow the instructions there on how to get to my Facebook. So it's pretty easy. Usually I'll post a link for this video and then I'll put the photo as like the first comment there. All right, so anyway, you guys take care. I'm gonna take a break and then hopefully we'll be coming back with Aries and Taurus and going backwards through the rest of the signs. All right, so I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye.